Glossier is a brand that's intrigued me for a while because they have that like cool girl, hip vibe to them. Their marketing is like, they're kind of aspirational, you know? It's like that makeup you aspire to do, like a glossy eyelid, a hint of mascara, and like the sheerest tint you've ever seen on your skin, and you're just out the door and you look great. Because the quality of their products is so sheer, natural, beauty-esque. I know it's possible to recreate the Glossier look without ever buying any Glossier products. Video starts out on my kitchen floor. It wasn't working out, so I switched back to this setup. So yeah, if you're interested in seeing this look, then just keep on watching. So I've actually watched a lot of videos on Glossier because it's very intriguing to me. It's like an appealing brand. And they have a Perfecting Skin Tint, which it looks sheer as, you know. So if you have a BB cream, this is the time to use it. I'm going to use this one from Marcel. This is like a glowy one, and I'm actually going to cut it with a moisturizer to make it even less coverage. So the major key to the Glossier look is to look like you have natural, beautiful skin. Glossier is like the brand for people who don't wear makeup at all, or for people who are models and like just naturally attractive. If you have redness and acne like me, maybe not going to be your favorite brand. If you don't like a lot of makeup, might work out for you. And I'm actually just going to take my hands and rub some of this in to really make it look like it's my skin. So essentially that gave me absolutely no coverage. But that's the Glossier look, so we're going to keep going with that. They also have stretch concealer, which is in a little pot. I didn't have anything similar to that, and I wasn't going to go out and buy one just for this video. So I would say just take any of your concealers that are, like, you don't want to take Shape Tape. You want to take something that is going to be a bit on the sheerer side. And the key here is just going to be to conceal anything that might need it, but not in a heavy way. Now you might think that looks like a lot of concealer for a natural look, but because I'm going to use a blender sponge, it will sheer it out a lot. Now you might be like, Alex, you already put concealer on. Why are you putting more concealer on? This is a natural Glossier look. I am like pretty purple under here, so I'm just going to put like a touch of this Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. Just a kiss, just a gentle little bit in the tear duct corner area, just to give me a bit more brightness. See, just a little bit of brightness. So another product that they offer is called Cloud Paint, which is a liquid blush. They actually look really beautiful. But I'm going to get the same effect by using this e.l.f. Rose Royalty. You know what? I probably don't even need blush just based on like the pinkness that my face has already. But I'm going to do it for this video. And I'm actually going to use a little bit of bronzer as well from this CoverGirl True Blend palette. It's a cream palette. And I'm going to do a bit of cream bronzer on my face today. I'm so uncomfortable right now. I'm sitting on my kitchen floor and I just keep moving. I can't. And the lighting is so bad. It just keeps going in and out. Okay, so we got that down. We gotta be really careful with this stuff though. This stuff is no joke. Guys, I don't know about this lighting, man. I don't know. I feel like you can't actually see what I'm doing. I think we're gonna have to move. Let's just move. Kitchen floor tutorial is no more. Let's move it. Gonna go back to the actual space where I normally do this. So sad when you try to do something new and it doesn't work. Alright, so I'm back to my boring old setup. The natural lighting wasn't working. So yeah, let's just continue. So I used some of this product, and now I'm on to the e.l.f. Little cream here. And I think this gave me a nice glow, a nice pinkness. If I put a bit much, oh my god. Now this gave me a nice little pink flush. If I put any more on, it'll be too much for me, because since this doesn't have a lot of coverage to begin with, I'm probably going to get like a tad bit red throughout the day, especially because it's summertime and it's hot outside here, guys. It's very hot. So another product Glossier has is Halo Scope, which is like a highlighter stick, and I have this one from Joe Fresh. It's their illuminator stick. It's their highlighter stick. That's what it's called. It's a highlighter stick, and I'm just going to put it on the back of my hand. It's actually a pretty icy color, but I think I can get away with it. Yeah, and I'm just going to put it on the tops of my cheekbones. It's a rare occasion that I will do a cream look like this. I actually made a video, if you haven't seen it yet, on how to get that summer dewy look without actually using any cream products. Because the creams are not really my thing. But I think I am starting to enjoy them a bit more. I feel like I just look shiny in general from all the products I've used, because I have an oilier skin type, so I'm not gonna get, yeah, I'm not gonna matte out at all here. I think I'm gonna try a little bit of the CoverGirl highlighter too, just to see what it's like. If you're into the makeup community at all, you know that boy brow is the shit. Everyone is obsessed with boy brow. And it's just a tinted brow gel. So I'm going to brush my brows up. And the Glossier brow is a brow that looks like there's no product in it. It looks like you just have naturally full brows. Which I actually do have a pretty good brow. The problem with my brows right now is that I was trying to reshape them, and I took so much off of I took way too much off the end, not realizing. So I'm kind of just waiting for them to grow back out, because they usually do grow probably to like down here. But I was just trying to make my face look less mean. I wasn't sure if like that would pull. I felt like my brows were like pulling me down a bit. Yeah, I don't know. I messed up. So I'm going to have to take a little bit more of the tail end down here. And I'm just going to use Essence Make Me Brow. It's a little tinted brow filler product. This is the shade Soft Brownie Brows. It's just going to lighten up my brows a little bit. For the Glossier look, you really want those brow hairs to kind of stand up too. Although I might have to brush that out a bit. They look a little bit light. Let that dry, and then we'll put maybe like a little bit of clear gel in. Now my favorite tip for looking like a natural beauty is to have faux freckles on, because then it doesn't really look like you're wearing a lot of makeup anyway. So I've discovered this Essence Eyebrow Designer Pencil in Brown. It's a really warm brown color. It's like a typical old school pencil that you have to sharpen. But I feel like once you put it on top of skin that's kind of dewy still, it just like glides on super easily. So I'm just gonna paint my face with a bunch of freckles. To make it look like I am naturally I couldn't even think of a word to describe myself. I couldn't. I just find it slides so easily. And if you touch it a little bit, you can get little small dots. If you kind of like press in more, you get larger ones. And now also you're going to make any pimple that you have into a freckle / mole. And I mean, if it's a cyst, you can't make it into a mole because that would just be too large on your face. But if it's like a average size pimple, like this one I have up here that keeps getting red, I'm just going to put brown over it. And now it's a mole. Don't worry, I will pat this all out. This one's also becoming a mole. Change the brightness a bit. Now see, this might look a little crazy to some people, but what I'm going to do is pat it all out. So see this? Just pat it out with your fingertip. Help it melt into the skin. That one still looks a bit red, but you know, we'll work on it. And now for all of these, you're just honestly just gonna pat over everything. You're just trying to dull them out so they sink in with your skin. But it's still there and it looks like you do have some freckles. Now they have their Wilder powder, which comes in 3 different shades. So I'm just going to use one of my favorite powders, which is the L'Oreal True Match, which comes in different shades. And it's a finishing powder, so I'm just kind of going to dust it. Because like if I don't set this, like I can't survive without setting this. Some of you could, but that's not my skin type. As you can see, like it looks super dewy, like it's not going to dry down. It's just going to get worse. So I'm personally going to set mine. Especially with these freckles, you're going to want to set it. Because you don't want them to like slip and slide around everywhere. And I'm going to take a smaller brush just to get under my eyes. And on my eyelid, because those will crease on me. You might be thinking, well, why did you put all those freckles on your face if you're just going to powder and cover them? The thing is, they don't actually get covered because the powder isn't applied heavily enough to cover it. If anything, it makes it look more natural because it looks like it's actually part of your skin and it's not just something that you put on top of your foundation, because that layer you put there kind of veils it. And one really exciting product that I found is the Essence Metal Shock eyeshadow. I already talked about how I really like this, but this looks so similar to Lidstar, which is Glossier's eyeshadow product. It's like a cream liquid. Wow, I was gonna burp. Gross. It's a glistening eye glow. That's what they call it. And I think it looks like their purple shade, and I think this just gives such a close look to the Glossier one. And these are great. They stay on all day. You don't have to prime your lids. And I have oily eyelids. Like, you don't have to prime them, trust me. Because this is the Glossier look, I'm just going to blend it out with my fingers. Because you want it to look like you got something on there, but you don't have too much of something on there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a very easy look. just imagine yourself before you really knew what you were doing with makeup. I'm assuming that a lot of you watch YouTube videos on makeup, and you see people using like 5, 6 different brushes, all these blending techniques. But you know, when you were first buying makeup and you just had that one sponge applicator and you kind of just went like this is kind of the same concept. It's just like a sheer wash all over your lid, but it does just enough, you know? So Glossier recently launched a mascara, and if you see any ads for Glossier, the lashes look like you're not wearing mascara. Like, that's their concept of mascara, which is not mine. I am one of those people who likes to really load it on, so I'm gonna have to restrain myself today. But I have the voluminous Lash Paradise in black brown. I went for a slightly lighter shade, the black brown one, just so it wouldn't be as bold. And if you want to make your lashes look natural, you're not gonna want to like put on a bunch of coats and really wiggle at the base. You can just do like a kind of quick swipe and make sure everything looks very spread out and separated. Like that. Like, see, that's all you would do. I am gonna do a bit more because I can't help myself. But the key here is you want to make sure that you're really taking your time and you don't want to have any clumps. You don't want anybody able to clock you on these eyelashes. See that lash? We're honestly almost done. Like, we got the freckles to make our skin look like it's naturally pretty. All we need is the iconic Glossier lip gloss, just that sheer gloss, which I kind of want to try it. I want to know, like, is it worth it? I know it's a sheer gloss. The practical side of me is like, it's a clear gloss, like, how special could it be? So if you've used it, please leave me a comment down below. Tell me, is it worth it? Because I have a tiny bit of a tan, slight. I feel like my lips need a little bit of help just to cheat the edge, because I kind of get like a white line around it where you see kind of maybe my natural skin tone, while the darker bronzy products I use fade a little bit. So we're just gonna cheat and overdraw, but like the key to the Glossier look obviously is like you don't want people to know that you're wearing product. So you have to be really careful with this. Pick a lip liner that's really close to your natural color. And just cheat your lip a little bit. This isn't the time for like a Patrick Star overdraw. And you just go back in with your fingertip. And blend. You can do the little line tricks to make it look like your lips are fuller. So I got that all blended out. There's a hint of definition. Now I'm just going to take my e.l.f. clear gloss. The shade is called Clear. And this is the finished Glossier look. We are giving you skin. Okay. Let's see if we can show. Okay. So, the key to this is you got skin that looks natural. You have freckles. You can see like some of your imperfections. You have a brow that looks also like hair. You have an eyelash that looks like it could be your own eyelash. And then we have just a hint of sparkle and a glossy lip. That's the Glossier look, guys. Alright guys, this is the finished look. If you've used any Glossier products and I need to try them, let me know in a comment down below. I know I'll buy it someday. I'm gonna try it someday. I will. But for now, I'm just gonna do this to create the look. If you have any thoughts or questions, please leave me a comment down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more content from me. I hope the rest of your day is great, and I want you to remember, don't just make up your face, make up your mind too, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.